We're back in the kitchen with Chef Christopher Cristiano from Blanco Tacos and Tequila, located in the Borgata. We're going to help you plan your Cinco de Mayo celebration today, or perhaps with the weather heating up, we don't need to wait till May to enjoy this.
No, absolutely not.
We had our little guy out in the water yesterday. I mean, it was so warm.
The pool has definitely come up in temperature for sure.
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of fresh ingredients, and if we think we know guacamole, we don't know this kind, probably.
You don't know this kind, that's for sure.
Let's talk about some of the ingredients.
The avocados are definitely changing in the season. They're now coming back to California, which is a plus for everybody. And tomatoes getting vine ripe. It's a perfect time of year for guacamole and salsa.
And what have you done to these tomatoes? Because they look interesting.
You know, I actually charred them up on a wood-burning grill, so it gives it a nice smoky flavor. And you want the skins to be left on, so it has that nice charred flavor.
Nice and charred. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys see that? Now, any tips and tricks with because they are so, if you do the vine ripened, they're so small.
Yeah, these, actually, you want the Roma tomatoes about an egg-size shape. So you kind of want the skin and the meat to have a same ratio.
Okay.
Right?
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So this is really easy. I've learned this trick here. You just grab a spoon, and when they're ripe, it comes right out of the husk there.
And when they're not?
And when they're not,
then you've got a slippery mess.
Yeah, you got a slippery mess, that's for sure. So we just kind of get this going.
Now, how did you come up with this kind of variation on the typical, just plain old,
guacamole?
Yeah.
We just wanted to have a little more flavor, have a little more depth, so we add a little roasted poblano.
Okay.
Right. And we'll add Anaheim
now,
chilies.
Can we cheat a little bit along the way if we don't want to go and roast, roast our own poblanos?
All of these roasted peppers are in your local grocery store in a can.
Okay, very good.
So, yes.
Because I've seen them on the side of the road, like fresh, hatch chilies
Absolutely,
roasted.
and the hatch chilies are great for this, or making tacos, or stuffing them with cheese. We have a little caramelized onion.
Ooh, that looks good.
Right. I like a little dab of fresh chopped garlic in this one. I do use a little house salsa.
You ever been to San Antonio?
I haven't.
So I've been to San Antonio. I used to live in Texas. And on the Riverwalk, they have a place there, and I can't remember the name of it. And I've tried different types of guacamole, especially through the show, but they prepare it with one of these joints where they prepare it right at your table side.
Right.
You know what they put in it? It shocked me. Orange juice, like fresh squeezed orange in it.
I mean, just kind of it's a milder citrus. We're gonna put fresh lime in ours, but the orange is gonna give it probably a little sweeter.
It was you could definitely taste just a hint of the orange. It was interesting.
So we have a little kosher salt, a little fresh ground black pepper. And then this I use, it's kind of a trick, is I use your whisk at home.
Okay.
And then I just kind of give it a little smash. Some people use forks. Where I like this, it leaves the avocado on the chunkier side.
I cheat. I cut mine inside, so I take mine into this thing, and I just cut it into little squares, and then I pull it out.
Right, and then it becomes little
cubes. Then it becomes little cubes. Maybe it's the ADD in me, I don't know.
No, and that's great, but here it's like it comes through the wired whisk, and it doesn't get all pureed, right?
I like it. Okay,
Want to do our little roasted tomato salsa?
Let's do it.
Okay, so instead of blending margaritas, we're going to blend our tomato salsa today, and
that margarita was good. Now, what do we have the recipe for online?
We have the recipe is for the braised short ribs.
Oh, good. Okay.
So you got to stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Now we're going back to these roasted, and this would make how many would make? Like, say, if you put 4.
Four would probably get you about 6-7 ounces, and that would probably be enough for about 4 people.
Okay.
Okay. So we have our roasted Roma tomatoes.
And we're going to leave the charred part on because we want that flavor, right?
Absolutely. So we leave the charred part on. Now here's the tricky part. We're going to use habanero, and that's a really kind of one of the hotter peppers out there.
I'm going to let you touch that one.
Okay, so I usually start off with 1 and give it a little taste, and then if I need a little more, then I kind of slowly add. And once 1 hits, then I'll add a half or a quarter just to kind of adjust.
So a little tiny bit goes a long
small
way.
increments. So I use a little salt. I have a little lime juice. This is all fresh.
Let me show our viewers this. What is this?
That is smoked sea salt.
Okay.
So that is going to add to the roasted flavor of the tomatoes.
Can you see that?
Right?
Okay, so
if you smell it, it has like a little...
Well, I probably can't smell much.
Okay. So we have a little smoked sea salt. Okay. A little pepper.
You buy a smoked
cilantro.
sea salt in just about any restaurant or any grocery store?
Just about any grocery store. AJ's. We'll just give this a quick... quick blend, kind of. Or we could show it on the next segment.
Or we could show it on the next segment.
Yeah.
Let's do that, because we're running out of time. Go ahead and see what we can do there. There it goes.
There we go.
It just wants us to be a little patient, that's all.
I know.
There we go. Look at those rich colors in that.
Right?
I love it. I
nice
love it.
roasted flavor.
So we'll do a little tasty taste, and oh, I was going to try it with the guacamole.
Just a little dab.
Ah, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's spicy though.
It does have a little hint to it, right?
Anymore, yeah.
No, not anymore. So from there, if it's a little too spicy, we'll add a little tomato into it and kind of mellow out the spice, and then you can kind of play around with it that way.
My throat isn't sore anymore.
Oh, good.
Between the first drink and this one,
clear up your sinuses, have a little tequila and some habanero. Perfect.
No, it is perfect. But if you, definitely, now I see what he says. I like spicy, but if that little tiny thing made this pretty spicy, if you're going to follow this recipe. So, all right. I can't wait for the braised short ribs.
Me too.